I'm Dan Fitzpatrick at StockMarketMentor.com. Every night we watch the same shows, Fast Money and Mad Money, and we want to use those ideas to grow our money. Well, good trading takes more than just punching the buy button every morning to get the stocks you saw on TV last night. I'm here to help you make money on these three stocks I saw on TV. I'm going full-on Kramer today. Jim was looking at Smuckers, and he thinks the stock ultimately goes higher. Dog food, you name it, jam, hey, they're more than just jam and jelly. He liked the quarter, very profitable. He says the stock is a buy. I'm looking at the stock here. Ultimately, I agree with him. Can you really say that 144 is the top of this stock? But I'm looking at the daily chart, and it's looking like it's kind of petering out a little bit. Here's the deal. I would rather wait and buy the stock. Seriously, I'd rather wait and buy the stock at 146 than I would buy it now. Because if it trades up at 146, that means that it's hitting all-time highs and there are new buyers, aggressive buyers, that are still coming for the stock. My sense, though, is that because of the way this is traded, this was the ultimate high on Friday. And then we got a little bit lower high on Monday and a little lower high again today. So I think the stock could pull back a bit. I would wait. I think ultimately you want to get Smuckers not as a trade, but as an investment. But wait for it to come back here. Don't be jumping on this too soon. Now, Johnson & Johnson. Kramer's talking about Darzalex. He thinks this could be a blockbuster drug. More news that came out on that at a conference. And he likes the stock where it is right now as well. I got to look at this in the same way as Smuckers and say, yeah, I think ultimately the stock goes higher. Unlike Smuckers, I think you're okay to buy it here. It could pull back a bit, but frankly, the way this stock has been trading, the 50-day moving average is really not even being touched, and the stock isn't, from a dollar standpoint, that far above it, like $3 above where the 50-day moving average is now. So you could start a small position here on Johnson & Johnson. Just hang on to it. It's not going to get away from you. If the stock pulls back, then take a little bit more. And finally, Juno. Do you know that they are in the cancer immunotherapy industry? They got positive results from 2 early drug candidates, and Kramer thinks this is a buy. We're going to look at the 1-minute chart. Not much aftermarket activity, basically none at all. So that doesn't really help us. Here's what I'm looking at. The stock had found support here. So far, this looks like a higher low. I would ignore this. You don't want to be holding the stock if it tests 35. I would look at $40. You buy the stock here at 41, put a stop, 39.80. Give it a little bit of room, something like that. That's still a very, very tight stop, and you're only stopped out if you're wrong that this is the bounce right here, right now. That's how I would trade Juno Therapeutics. These are the 3 stocks I saw on TV. I hope you'll check me out over at StockMarketMentor.com. I'm Dan Fitzpatrick. I'll see you next time.